Hello, and welcome to your AI News Roundup for August 13th, 2026. Today, FiscalNote expands policy intelligence via Anthropic connectors, Banco Hipotecario deploys Microsoft AI agents for better services, and Anthropic faces new global watermarking rules under EU AI regulations. Stick around. The implications of these three stories are massive. News number 1. FiscalNote has expanded access to its policy intelligence by publishing the PolicyNote MCP in Anthropic's Claude connectors directory. This move provides developers, policy analysts, and enterprise teams with native access to structured legislative and regulatory data from around the world within Claude, bypassing the need for additional custom integration. This new listing builds on FiscalNote's existing presence in the OpenAI App Store. The announcement comes amid accelerating enterprise momentum for the company. In recent months, FiscalNote signed new licenses for its PolicyNote MCP APIs with Siemens, a multinational industrial and technology conglomerate, and a globally recognized U.S. technology and cloud infrastructure company. These wins reflect growing demand from large organizations for authoritative policy intelligence embedded directly into their platforms. News number 2. NVIDIA is driving the transition to 800 VDC infrastructure for AI factories, supported by major industry players. Major companies including NVIDIA, Google, and Microsoft are investing in 800 VDC or HVDC infrastructure to power upcoming AI platforms, driven by the need for more power-efficient solutions as data center demand outstrips electricity generation. The shift from AC power addresses inefficiencies caused by multiple conversion stages, which compound bottlenecks in performance scaling within denser AI platforms. 800 VDC uses higher voltage through DC power, reducing conversion stages between the grid and GPUs, allowing more power to reach accelerators and increasing performance. NVIDIA has laid out DSX reference designs for AI factories transitioning from AC to fully native 800 VDC setups. This effort involves a partnership with Google and Microsoft to develop the industry's first 800 VDC architecture through the Open Compute Project platform. Furthermore, this initiative is backed by 80 equipment and infrastructure companies that have developed products based on these new specifications. News number 3. SpaceXAI has released Grok 4.6, a large language model featuring advanced reasoning capabilities that reportedly outperform Anthropic PBC's Claude Fable 5 in certain areas. The release follows the rebranding of XAI to SpaceXAI after its acquisition by SpaceX Corporation, which listed shares on the Nasdaq via the largest initial public offering on record in June. The development of Grok 4.6 involved an extended training run utilizing an AI-generated dataset designed to improve reasoning, along with access to high-quality engineering data. The model underwent 2 additional development steps after the initial training. The first step employed supervised fine-tuning, or SFT, which refines LLM output using sample prompts and prepackaged answers. The second step utilized reinforcement learning. Engineers used Grok 4.5 for the SFT phase, focusing the optimization workflow on improving the model's ability to tackle science and programming tasks. News number 4. Argentine bank Banco Hipotecario deployed Microsoft AI agents to significantly improve employee and customer services. Following a 2-year migration from an on-premises deployment of Dynamics 365 to Dynamics 365 Online, the bank utilized 2 AI agents built with Microsoft Copilot Studio. This initiative resulted in a 114% increase in the overall NPS score and an 80% reduction in average case creation times. The cloud migration began in 2023, with the live deployment of Dynamics 365 sales and customer service occurring in 2025. Rodrigo Espinoza, head of customer relationship management at Banco Hipotecario, stated that moving to Dynamics 365 Online provided the foundation to modernize service delivery. He added that Copilot Studio is transforming this foundation into faster answers, better experiences, and a more agile bank. The bank also modernized its reporting stack by replacing SQL Console reporting with Databricks, Azure Data Lake, and Power BI for branch-level visibility. Further infrastructure includes Azure Application Insights for real-time monitoring and Azure Key Vault for secure credential management. The organization also leverages Azure DevOps and GitHub Copilot to support development. News number 5. A district-by-district policy breakdown details how artificial intelligence is being implemented in Central Florida classrooms. This analysis focuses on specific policies across various school districts within the region. The report provides a detailed look at the implementation strategy for AI integration in educational settings throughout Central Florida. News number 6. A campaign advertisement for Hawaii's first Congressional House district sparked ethical concerns regarding the use of artificial intelligence in political messaging. The commercial featured graphic imagery promoting an anti-abortion platform and included a short clip that appeared to show a young Haunani-K. Trask, a Hawaiian scholar and activist who died in 2021. The appearance of the footage raised questions about deepfake technology. Candidate Nathan Burning claimed he was unaware of how Nani K. Trask's identity, stating that the woman in question was portrayed by an actress whose resemblance to Trask was coincidental. Burning indicated that concerns regarding these ethical and communication issues were sent to his campaign manager in Tennessee. State Senator Carl Rhodes reached out regarding strong concerns about the ethics and communication surrounding deepfake technology. This incident highlights the growing scrutiny over AI-generated content in political campaigns. News number 7. Anthropic is implementing new EU AI rules that require watermarking Claude-generated text and files globally. This move addresses compliance requirements within the European Union regarding AI-generated content. The new regulations mandate that generated outputs from Claude must be watermarked across the globe. This action is part of the evolving framework for governed, AI-powered data science. The implementation of these rules directly impacts how large language models are deployed and distributed internationally. News number 8. Artificial intelligence is fundamentally reshaping engineering progression by altering learning opportunities and creating new skill requirements for developers. AI is disrupting career trajectories by eliminating traditional learning opportunities while simultaneously enabling individuals to perform above their experience level. This shift is evident as AI writes significant amounts of code, massively changing the landscape of what it means to be a developer. However, utilizing AI requires supervision, which necessitates existing coding skills. If AI handles tasks previously used to train engineers, questions arise regarding the pipeline for the next generation of developers. Analysts suggest that AI productivity gains may come at the cost of the necessary skills required to validate AI-written code, particularly if junior engineer skill development is stunted by AI use. Pattern recognition veterans, the understanding of system structure, complexity, and failure points, cannot be acquired traditionally. Junior engineers will not spend years reading legacy codebases or debugging to build this essential intuition about what is correct in the code they review. News number 9. Thrive Holdings raised $2 billion in funding for its acquisition strategy, targeting service firms. The company is positioned as an AI-focused buyer seeking to integrate service firms into its portfolio. This capital injection supports the firm's ongoing effort to acquire and consolidate service businesses within the AI sector. News number 10. Departing Google chief scientist Jeff Dean has been negotiating a $10 billion valuation for his new artificial intelligence startup. The talks involve Dean, a former chief scientist at Google, regarding the valuation of his venture. This startup is focused on developing new AI technologies. News number 11. Google co-founder Sergey Brin has urged employees to prioritize Gemini development in response to intense competition from OpenAI and Anthropic. Brin called on AI division staff to accelerate development efforts and close the gap with rivals, emphasizing the need to restore Gemini's position at the forefront of AI advancement. This pressure intensified due to progress made by Anthropic's Claude Mythos and OpenAI. While Gemini briefly led rival models in November last year, its new flagship version release was delayed by 2 months following internal tests that showed weaker than expected performance in coding. Internal issues cited included limitations in Google's computing capacity, lack of internal coordination, and slower model releases. In August, Alphabet announced major leadership changes at Google DeepMind. Demis Hassabis stepped back from day-to-day management to assume the role of chairman. He was replaced by Kore Kavachoroglu, DeepMind's former chief technology officer, who now oversees daily operations. News number 12. Cognition, the maker of the AI coding agent Devin, is reportedly in discussions to raise a new funding round targeting a $40 billion valuation. This potential valuation is based on achieving a $1 billion annualized revenue run rate. Earlier this year, Cognition had raised $1 billion at a $26 billion valuation in May. 3 months ago, founder Scott Wu confirmed that the company achieved a $492 million annualized revenue run rate. Furthermore, enterprises have been growing their usage of Devin by 50% month over month for the past 6 months. The agent is utilized for long-tail grunt-work tasks, such as updating old software or moving applications between platforms. Customers include major entities like Mercedes-Benz, NASA, and Goldman Sachs. News number 13. River AI raised $1.1 billion in a seed or Series A round to develop personally trainable AI agents. The funding round was led by General Catalyst and AMP PBC, with participation from NVIDIA, AMD Ventures, Y Combinator, and Temasek. The company was founded by Igor Babushkin, who previously held AI roles at DeepMind and OpenAI. Babushkin launched River in June with the goal of rebuilding the AI stack, focusing on training methods, models, and hardware to create personally trainable assistants rather than agents designed to replace human workers. He described his vision for these agents as functioning like constant, personalized companions loyal to individual users instead of institutions. River currently offers a token-based API that allows developers to fine-tune open mode. News number 14. Elon Musk projects xAI will increase data center capacity 7 times by 2027 while targeting 10 gigawatts of compute. The company also aims for revenue up to $500 billion by the end of next year. This projection aligns with estimates of $300 billion to $500 billion in revenue by that same deadline. News number 15. Westlake Robotics, an embodied AI startup founded by a Westlake University professor, has secured 4 funding rounds totaling 500 million yuan, approximately $74.1 million, within 6 months. The investment included participation from Safe Partners, Xiaomiao Langqing, Hunan Investment Group, Huarong Fund, and Haiyuan Fund. The company utilizes a full-stack, self-developed approach centered on a general-purpose brain, a humanoid full-body cerebellum, and proprietary humanoid hardware. Technologically, Westlake Robotics has launched the world's first general-purpose locomotion model, GAE, and employs a dual pre-training architecture for its brain and cerebellum. The company unveiled its humanoid robot, the Westlake 01, in 2026. Westlake Robotics has secured partnerships with Alibaba, Intel, and JD.com, with orders approaching 100 million yuan. Current funding is directed toward R&D for a unified full-body humanoid robot model and talent cultivation initiatives. The business scope spans scientific research, education, and power grid inspection. News number 16. Accel raised $3.5 billion through 4 new funds aimed at investing in early-stage startups globally. This fundraising occurs as investors maintain strong interest in artificial intelligence and other emerging technologies. The capital includes a $550 million fund focused on India, which is Accel's 9th India-focused fund. This new investment comes less than 2 years after the firm raised its previous India fund, demonstrating continued opportunity in India's startup ecosystem. Accel traditionally focuses on providing early-stage funding to allow young companies to develop products and expand into new markets. The firm's portfolio includes established Indian technology businesses such as Flipkart, Freshworks, and Swiggy. While AI has attracted significant funding, investors are increasingly scrutinizing which companies they back, demanding clear products and realistic paths to building sustainable businesses. News number 17. Google DeepMind has integrated sign language AI into StartupHub.ai. This development involves applying advanced artificial intelligence techniques to facilitate communication through sign language. The integration places this new capability within the context of the StartupHub.ai platform. News number 18. Tencent and an EU fund invested in the AI coding startup Lovable, which currently holds a $13 billion valuation. This funding action involves major institutional capital supporting the company's growth in the AI sector. The investment targets Lovable, a startup focused on AI coding solutions. News number 19. Funds for NGOs has launched a call for proposals to fund initiatives within the artificial intelligence ecosystem in Turkey. The initiative focuses on supporting non-governmental organizations involved in developing and advancing the AI landscape. This funding mechanism aims to support projects related to the broader AI ecosystem development in the region. News number 20. Larsen & Toubro secured a contract valued at up to $1.6 billion for the construction of an NVIDIA AI factory. This order involves the development of specialized infrastructure for NVIDIA's artificial intelligence manufacturing operations. The project focuses on establishing the necessary facilities required for advanced AI hardware production. News number 21. Illinois is currently addressing the regulation of artificial intelligence through a roundup of existing AI laws. This compilation provides an overview of current legal frameworks governing AI within the state. News number 22. Illinois has introduced a new artificial intelligence law focusing on transparency, safety, and accountability for AI systems. The legislation establishes requirements governing how companies develop and deploy these systems within the state. It mandates specific requirements concerning data privacy, bias mitigation, and risk assessment for all AI deployments. This framework sets standards for operationalizing AI development across the jurisdiction. News number 23. AI agents are exacerbating data silos, creating fundamental infrastructure challenges across organizations. This shift necessitates reevaluating how enterprise data is managed and accessed to support agent functionality. The emergence of AI agents introduces complexity regarding data flow and system architecture, turning previously isolated datasets into critical infrastructure problems. Addressing this requires new solutions for integrating disparate data sources necessary for effective agent operation. News number 24. The semiconductor sector experienced a rally following a series of blockbuster AI earnings reports from major chipmakers. AMD, Intel, and NVIDIA all saw positive movement after releasing their recent financial results to the market. This collective performance reflects investor reaction to the latest developments in the AI hardware landscape. News number 25. Investing in infrastructure offers a pathway to reduce operational costs for AI token usage. This strategy focuses on optimizing underlying infrastructure to achieve lower per-token expenses. Companies are leveraging infrastructure investments as a method to cut down overall AI token costs. This approach directly addresses the financial implications of scaling large language model inference operations. News number 26. AI models are increasingly being deployed to influence political campaigns. These systems utilize large language models to generate targeted messaging and analyze voter sentiment. This application involves leveraging AI to personalize outreach strategies across various demographic segments. The deployment of these tools allows campaigns to tailor content delivery and optimize engagement metrics during the electoral cycle. News number 27. A former OpenAI chief product officer is seeking a valuation of at least $750 for a new AI science startup. The individual is pursuing this valuation for an emerging venture in the AI science sector. This move involves establishing a new company focused on AI science, aiming for a minimum valuation of $750. News number 28. One Advance deployed more than 50 AI agents utilizing UK sovereign Amazon Web Services. The operation leveraged AWS infrastructure specifically established for the United Kingdom. This deployment involved running over 50 AI agents on a sovereign cloud environment. News number 29. Amazon Web Services is integrating a tiered KV cache solution for large LLMs utilizing Amazon SageMaker, HyperPod, and Curvine technology. This architecture addresses memory management for large language models running on AWS infrastructure. The implementation involves optimizing the key-value cache structure within the HyperPod environment to enhance performance and efficiency for LLM operations. News number 30. Common Health Coalition secured $100 million from the OpenAI Foundation to fund efforts aimed at boosting hepatitis C cure rates. This funding is directed toward initiatives focused on public health outcomes related to the disease. The partnership involves Common Health Coalition and the OpenAI Foundation working together to advance medical research and treatment strategies for hepatitis C. Thank you for watching today's AI news. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe and hit the like button. Join us tomorrow for the latest updates and deep dives into the future of artificial intelligence.